Well, I must admit, this feels pretty weird. Since the last time we met, what did we talk about specifically? Let's go to YouTube here. Since we last met, and I feel horrible. No, it's been so long. I have to admit though, listen, it's been difficult trying to raise tehkseven from the ground up. But after some success on my personal channel, I have some ideas on what I could do from there. But we'll see how this goes. I'm doing one more push. I've spoken to Paul about this a while back. I'm doing one more push for this channel, and we'll see how it goes. And if not, then I think it's just best that I step away and let tehkseven be what it is. With that being said, my name is Willard Jenkins. I am your host. You are watching tehkseven. Now, since the last time we met, we were talking about the Metaverse. We were talking about Apple a lot. Meta, AR technology. So much. There's a lot of things we were talking about, and now it's time to kind of get back to that. You know, since we last spoke about it, where are we at now? What exactly has changed and what has gone forward? Well, to be honest with you, a lot has changed. For one, NFTs are no longer the big thing anymore. And just a few months ago, NFTs were like the big rage. Everyone was like, oh my god, NFTs are a big deal. NFTs are gonna be the next big thing. But then we started to see companies start to release NFTs, and people were like, okay, let's take a step back here. People realize that NFTs are only a money grab, and have only been a money grab since they've been announced. There's been a lot of rug pulls, and for example, we got some people who have been caught, and specifically this NFT right here, doing a rug pull scam. I mean, come on, man. There's so much going on here, and to be honest with you, I don't think NFTs are going to be a big deal. It isn't until there's more accountability like this that we'll actually start to see NFTs become anything other than just a scam. And until we see that, well, maybe NFTs may have a chance at something. Listen, I've spoken to my friend Oscar, I've spoken to my friend Angel about this kind of stuff, and when it comes down to it, NFTs were originally meant to be something where, hey, I made this piece of art, and I want a digital license or some sort of certificate that says, hey, I own this online with a specific digital code or whatever. That's the way NFTs, I think, were meant to be used. But instead, people are creating NFTs, they're trying to create value out of these NFTs, and then more importantly, trying to pull the rug on them, which I don't agree with. So where do you see NFTs going? Because personally, I really do think they're done for. Like I said, unless we start to see accountability like this across the entire NFT spectrum, where people are just rug pulling and all this other stuff, then, only then, may NFTs may have a chance. Until then, we're pretty fucked, if I'm being honest with you. Now, what about the Metaverse? Facebook's Metaverse. What's the success rate on that? Well, you should know that, first of all, it doesn't exist yet. The Metaverse doesn't exist yet. Now, there's variations of the Metaverse, and there's ideas of what the Metaverse could be. And really, if you think about it, there's already things that exist that are similar to the Metaverse. You're probably wondering, like what? Well, a good example is something like a popular game called World of Warcraft, where people spend a good amount of their time on this game. There's just, other games that you live your life through that could be considered a Metaverse. What's the difference between Metaverse and virtual reality? Well, the reality is, the Metaverse in virtual reality feels more personal. It feels more to you. You feel more immersed is the word I'm looking for. And when it comes down to it, well, it hasn't even really been created yet. So what is all this talk about? Oh, the Metaverse was a fail. The Metaverse is a big failure, or it's going to go downhill. Excuse me. The Metaverse hasn't even arrived yet for... I'm trying not to cuss as much. The Metaverse hasn't even arrived yet in the first place. A good example is is Facebook Horizons. If we take a look at Facebook Horizons, let's take a look at that. Now, when you look at Facebook Horizons, it isn't the best looking world. Yeah, this is not a good representation. This commercial is the worst commercial I've ever seen launched for any video. God dang. But when it comes down to it, this is a little, no, not even this. Come on, like, Facebook, show us what it really is. Yeah, I guess this is exactly what it is, kind of. It looks, no, this isn't even what it is either. Come on, Facebook, what the hell? This is an accurate representation of what it looks like. But you have to keep in mind, this is not what you think it is. Look, Facebook said that Horizon Worlds is the base version, what they're basing the metaverse on. So yes, there will be graphical updates down the road. There will be better progress made down the road, but this is in fact not the metaverse. But people are already starting to spend a good amount of their time on here. Let me give you an example. There's already people like VR pranksters on YouTube or TikTok who, and I find this channel really interesting for one reason specifically. If you look at it and people's reactions in their videos, people are baffled by the way he's acting. People are laughing at the way he's acting, and people sometimes even get offended by the way he's acting. And people get mad. They're like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna punch you," or whatever. Or he'll be like, "Bro, you better stop." And he'll be like, "What are you gonna do?" Can't really do anything. And the reality is, people take this world seriously, and it's interesting to see them take it seriously. You'd be surprised. Horizon Worlds may not be crazy popular or nearly as popular as virtual reality, but when it comes down to it, well, Facebook Horizons is its own world, and it has its own community. And that's something that I've noticed about every single iteration of a social app on virtual reality. The metaverse doesn't exist yet, and that is the main thing you need to take away from this. There is no metaverse, only a base of what they'd like to be a metaverse, and that's important to understand as well. I'm going to give you 4 social apps: Altspace, Rec Room, VR Chat, and Horizon Worlds. These are all top-end social apps on virtual reality that people visit daily, weekly, monthly. And guess what? Everyone has a preference. People decide to make VR Chat their main community, their main hub for the virtual world, or as I'd like to call it, something like a metaverse. Look, let's understand this. People want to spend a lot of time in these worlds. There are people that I see over and over again on Horizon Worlds. You want to understand why? Because there's only a few thousand people that are active daily. 5,000 to 7,000 people are active daily, maybe sometimes even in the hundreds. So you'll come to see some of these people over and over again. And what does that say about everything overall, you know? It comes down to this. It doesn't exist yet, but it will, and it'll happen very soon. So, what are your thoughts? Are you excited for the metaverse? Do you think it has a good chance? And are you skeptical of it? Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoy this new format. I hope you enjoy me being a little bit more natural, not really reporting the news, but giving my opinion on it. I don't know. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you on the flip side.